Hey everyone, I'm Daniela from Findable Digital Marketing. We are a boutique SEO agency and we're all about making your business easy to find online so that you get more traffic on your website and more sales. Today I want to talk about the importance of having a niche and knowing what makes you different and how that can give you a leg up in digital marketing and specifically SEO. So if you know me, you know that I used to live in Spain. I lived in Madrid for about 4 years. And the streets I lived on was this very quiet, narrow street of about 500 meters. Yet there were 4 green grocers on this street. And every green grocer sold the same fruits and vegetables for roughly the same price. And this used to drive me loca. This used to drive me crazy. I didn't understand it. I always used to ask myself, like, why would you make your life more difficult? Why would you sell the same thing as everyone else? Just a couple blocks away from you, or on the same street in this case. And I have a theory that they were laundering money, but that's a mystery. Anyways, unsurprisingly, one green grocer would go out of business after several months, and then someone would take its place. They would just paint the walls a different color, change the name, and then sell the same fruits and vegetables, and just the cycle continued. And this is the reality for a lot of us. A lot of us are in very competitive, very cutthroat, very saturated markets, myself included. And so finding a way to make you stand out, to make ourselves stand out, to make ourselves different, it's really, really challenging. It's easier said than done. And so there's this expression, if you can't beat them, join them. And that's what these green grocers were doing. But my advice for you is, if you can't beat them, don't join them. Try something different. Find a niche. And that could be what makes you different. Could be your products or services, or it could be the way you do things. It could be you as an individual. It could be your approach to business. It could be your personality. Whatever it is, there's something about you that has to be different. And there's someone for everyone, right? Like, there are tons of musicians in the world, yet we can listen to multiple musicians, and everyone has different tastes. You're going to be able to find a tribe, but you have to know who that tribe is and really serve them. And so how does that relate to SEO? I love that question. I'll tell you. So we're all competing for a keyword, right? And we want to rank on the first page of Google, specifically the first 2 or 3 listings. And say you are an interior designer and you want to rank for the keywords interior designer Toronto. Well, I recommend that you look at the first 2 or 3 listings that come up on Google, and you'll find that they have a really strong digital marketing strategy. Chances are they've been in business for a while, and they've been doing digital marketing for a while, and they've invested a lot of resources into it. They probably have a website that's about 10 years old. They probably have an agency working for them, or they have a team of writers that is pumping out content on a consistent basis for years. So they've set the bar this high, and in order to get their position in Google, you have to do more. If they're putting out 5 pieces of content every week, you gotta put 6 or more. If they're writing 3,000 word blog posts, you gotta write 5,000 words. And so if you're a small business and your resources are limited, you're just starting out, this is really difficult, right? Like, it's hard to outdo them, and it's gonna be really time consuming. It's gonna be very expensive. And my suggestion is, don't do it, right? If you can't beat them, don't join them. Try something different. Find a niche. And what this means is, you gotta find something that people are looking for, that people are asking for, seeking for, demanding, but there isn't enough of. And so think about, if you're an interior designer, for example, let's go with this example. This could be a type of interior design that is very new and fresh. That could be your niche. That could be your specialization. Or maybe it's the way you do things. Maybe you have a specific method of interior design that gives or delivers the same results or better results. So figure out what your niche is, and once you know that niche, if you work with an SEO consultant like myself or any SEO consultant, they'll be able to help you find keywords to connect you with your target market, with that audience that is looking for that type of niche. So how do you find an untapped market, right? This is the big question. Well, I have 2 ideas. One is that you gotta pay attention to the trends on a global or national level, or even municipal, right, in your region. And one way of doing that is looking at Google Trends, Pinterest trends even, and exploding topics. These are some websites and some resources that you can refer to. Pay attention to them. See the historical data, see what is going up, essentially what is increasing in demand, and look at the forecasts. Another and a lot simpler way of trying to find a niche is to be on the ground, asking questions and listening. So if you have a blog or you're active on social media, engage in more conversations. Every time someone comments on your post and says, wow, I really like this. This is really interesting. Ask them, what about it was interesting? What stood out to you? If you give a workshop or you have a lot of face-to-face dialogue, really get to know what people are struggling with. What are their frustrations? What are their pain points? You can get a lot of information if you just ask people questions and listen. Listen, ask questions. Listen, ask questions. You can learn a lot and you can pick up patterns, and eventually you'll be able to find a niche. So that's it for today. Let me know, do you have a niche? And if so, how did you find it? What was that light bulb moment for you where you realized, hey, there's a demand for this, I can do this, I can exploit this essentially and create more content related to this and stand out online? What is your niche, and are you struggling to find one? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this type of content, be sure to check out our website at www.findableidigitalmarketing.com/blog. Join our email newsletter, and if you need help with keyword research, for example, and creating a content marketing strategy that is SEO friendly, feel free to email us, to send us a DM, and we can help you out. Okay, have a great day. Ciao.